discuss personnel matters, update pending litigation, collective bargaining matters, real estate, employment, and compensation if needed. We have motion and second on the floor. Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon. Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries.
This late. She'll be late to her funeral.
Motion to reconvene.
So moved.
A motion is there a second?
Second.
Motion second on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
Okay. Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Got to use this one. Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
All right. Motion carries. Go all right, go to item number 4, public comment. All questions or comments should be directed to the mayor. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to comment on topic on the agenda only. Each speaker will be allowed 1 opportunity to speak. If you have any questions or comments, please come to the podium. Seeing none, we move to item number 5. Reports from officers. We have the mayor's report. I have quite a few things tonight to present. Let's go with first the collector's reports. I have a collector's report for January 2013. We have on property taxes, $43,226.82. Other taxes, $217,774.25. Licenses and permits, $6,414.09. Fees and services, $198,613.79. Grants, $21,902.25. Transfers, $15,000. Miscellaneous, $174,846.35 for a grand total for the month of January of $677,777.55. Year to date is $2,578,228.84. That's for January 2013. I also have February 2013, February further, more completion charge, trustees get copies of the document. I appreciate it. And probably should make sure it's for the contest in case someone would like to see it. This is February and March. Okay, I have February and March. Let's go February 1st. Property taxes, $369,270.69. Other taxes, $189,073.19. Licenses and permits, $4,329.50. Fees and services, $204,377.82. Grants, $10,600. Transfers, $226,020.34. Miscellaneous, $43,215.23 for a grand total for February 2015 of $1,046,806.77. For a year to date, $3,625,116.61. For the month of March 2013, property taxes, $2,522,900.01. Other taxes, $202,077.77. Licenses and permits, $4,230. Fees and services, $384,810. Grants, $200. Transfers, $1,453,271.25. Miscellaneous, $115,888.74. For March 2013, $4,683,377.77. For year-to-date, $8,308,494.38. Make sure the trustees should just get the checks on it. That's collector's reports for January, February, March 2013. A couple other things, let's go over. For trustees, the liaison between departments, they will be the following. Trustee Burgess will be the finance. Trustee Myers, the liaison for the fire department. Trustee Morton, the ESDA. Trustee Hoskin, Parks and Recs. Trustee Washington, Code. Trustee Williams, Police Department. All right, those are departments, liaison between departments. All right. Public Works. Sorry about that, Trustee Hoskin, Public Works. All right. For the other two things I have is so that the residents are aware of, as of Friday, 4 o'clock of last week. 4 o'clock on Friday, it was last week, Wise Guys had their liquor license suspended. There's a hearing here tomorrow night at 4 p.m. That's May the 29th, 2013, and that's for Wise Guys concerning their liquor license. As of today, at 4 o'clock this afternoon, AGC Wireless was placed on a 10-day suspension of business license for the hearing to be held here at the Village Hall on May 4th, June the 4th, at 6 p.m. With that, that's the other thing that the board, right, we had to have a quorum for the board. There'd be a special meeting notice for that June the 4th date at 6 p.m. Tomorrow is for the commission.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Sherry's going to talk about the new business, so I'm not going to discuss that tonight. But we're going to go move forward to the village clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Village stickers are on sale and must be displayed by June 30th at midnight. Special meetings that are coming up in the next week are Wednesday, May 29th, and Thursday, May 30th at 6 p.m. for budget review. And as Mayor Hanks just announced, also on Thursday, the 30th, we will be having, we didn't announce this one, I'm sorry. At 5:45, we also have a special meeting to approve appraisers for land acquisition. So we have 3 special meetings scheduled for this week, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday at 6 p.m., Thursday at 6 p.m., and Thursday at 5:45. The meeting that he just announced on June 4th at 6 p.m. is for the ABC Wireless and Clothing hearing. So those budget and hearing notices will all be posted in the hallway, hopefully by tomorrow morning, Friday, and available on the internet. So that's the confused with all the different meetings that are going on. As I stated, the meeting tomorrow is to the liquor commissioner, so there's no budget, no notices that need to be posted, and no quorum needs to be attended by the trustees. And I just wanted to say that the Veterans Memorial Service this evening was attended probably with the largest crowd I've seen since I've been attending them for the last 10 years or more. It was really great to see so many residents come out to the memorial service and be a part of that. And lastly, I'd like to say that Mayor Hanks has asked me to work along with the police department in the National Lights Out. Every year we talk about being a part of the National Lights Out group that meets the first Tuesday in August. and we've decided to be a part of that this year. So I'll be looking for other people to join me in that committee, because we need to get busy soon. Chief Olivas has actually asked for the information, so we should have it within the next week. So that group will be meeting probably, I would say, within the next week or so. So anybody who's interested in being part of the National Lights Out Night, which will be the first Tuesday in August, which means that one meeting will be canceled or rescheduled, depending if we have business at that time. Please see me as soon as possible so we can start to form that committee. That's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, move to the treasurer.
I have no report for that, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Move to the village attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. No
Move to the village engineer. Mr. Bennett.
Okay, Mr. Mayor. Just to reiterate, there will be a special meeting on Thursday at 5:45 to discuss the awarding of the contract for the well 3 appraisal. See you then. And then also bad news on the Torrance Avenue railroad track repair front. The saga has ended. It's very frustrating because obviously the village was in favor of it. Contractor had no problem with doing the work. The IDOT resident inspector that we met with on Thursday, she was fine with it, but you know, it got bumped up the line to the official at IDOT, and he said, "Oh no, we can't do this. You know, we need to talk to the Illinois Commerce Commission, and the railroad needs to issue formal correspondence, and this needed to have started months and months ago." So because of the bureaucracy, the work is not going to be done. So we tried. I'm sorry. That concludes my report.
Did we receive a letter from a railroad saying gave us all the approvals after they came out with funds to assist us on that?
That's a separate issue.
That's a separate issue.
Yeah, this is Norfolk Southern, their railroad tracks, which has the repair that needs to be made. With CN, that's the quiet zone stuff. So,
I just wanted to ask, Jim, they're going to be doing the Torrance Avenue project, correct? That's,
yes.
I see the patchwork that's being done right now. I'm sure they're going to resurface the whole by any chance, are they going to just get right to the railroad style?
Actually, they are, because we were not aware, but within the plan set, IDOT is referring to that as an area of omission, pretty much like don't touch anything within the railroad right away. So that was another big stumbling block that they had, and the resident engineer, who's actually in favor of the work, said, well, you're going to run into a problem with that because we're not even allowed to go in there.
Can I ask you a question? I don't know, between you and Kevin, is there a projected date that we can, that they're going to be actually doing it right then and there? In other words, within the next 2 or 3 months, maybe we can talk with someone else down up the chain or whatever, and ask them, can they intervene and see if they can throw something out there?
Oh, you're asking whether you've got time.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know exactly when they're doing it.
They didn't give us a timetable either, Kevin, when they're probably going to be right there.
I think it's going to be pretty soon, because I think most of the patching is done by this point.
They're going from 83rd over to Stager Road.
Right, but I'm just wondering if we could get someone, you know, maybe talk to our congressman or something and say, hey, you know, this is, and show them pictures and let them know that they're going to be there. They're going to have all the equipment. We're just asking for maybe a 5 by 5, 5 feet by 5 feet roof of asphalt to be thrown there. And I'm just maybe we could talk to the congressman, someone in the congressman's office and say, can we at least, can they look at that? And I'm sure they can cut the red tape if we try to do something like that.
Well, Kevin just said they want to be done by July.
They want to be done by July. I'm just saying, if they have the equipment out there, you know, sometimes you may have to go to the top and say, hey, can you do us this favor? Can you throw something out there right now? I know that there's, you know, people are against it or whatever, but let them see exactly what we're talking about. Maybe they can do something. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, we'll do our best.
Thank you.
All right. Move to reports from trustees and board committees. Starting with Parks and Recs. Trustee Passing.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, we'll have a July 4th parade committee meeting this center rentals of $1,130. Line dancing receipts of $344. Program receipts is $280. Concession stand receipts would be $375.80 for a total of $2,129.80. That is my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, trustee. Move to ordinance committee, trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a short report tonight. I've been interviewing people for the committee, ordinance review committee, and I'm proud to say that Mrs. Couch has accepted the position. My wife has accepted it, I don't know why. And also, Mrs. Morton has accepted, and so has Hoskins. Mrs. Hoskins has accepted. So I was here last Thursday, talking to people. Unfortunately, the other two people that was on board come in, pushed them, I never showed. So that will be the 5 people, including myself, for the ordinance committee, sir. And that's all I have to report tonight, sir.
Thank you, trustee. Economic development, trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As I stated last meeting, I will no longer be chair of the economic development. However, we talked and I'm going to start a new committee. It's going to be called an intergovernmental committee, which I want to go out to the District 168 and District 206 and be a liaison for the village to find out what's going on with them, what kind of input can we have with them, and what kind of input can they have with us. These are the same, these are the same kids that are out here in the streets. They may have programs that they have not started yet, or vice versa, and also other things that need to be done, and as far as looking to see what we can do to help them out. So that's something that I will be starting. It will be called Intergovernmental Committee, and I will be looking for volunteers that would like to be on that committee. Then we'll set our own date when we're going to meet, but that's something that I would like to start. I'll talk to the mayor about it, and I'll talk to the rest of the board. So that's something that I would like to see started ASAP. And that concludes my report. And also I'd like to say thank you very much for those that helped me on economic development over the last 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. With Public Relations Committee, trustee Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of items. Number one, I wanted to let everybody know that the Sauk will be out later on next week. A lot of information we're trying to put together, but we do want to get it out to you guys, so we'll let you know that. And then for those of you who were not here last week, including some of our department heads, last week I announced that the Public Relations Committee is working to update some of our plaques. We'd like to get the plaques hung up in the hallway. You remember from the old Village Hall, we had our Street Government Day plaques up, we had trustee plaques up, village clerks, the mayor. We're working to get those put back up, and we're also working to get them updated. So we are trying to figure out who needs to be added, change some dates. Some of the actual pieces of the plaques are worn and outdated, so we're looking at trying to replace those. One of those ways that we're going to be doing that is by fundraising. And one of the things that we want to do in conjunction with fundraising and in conjunction with just appreciating our employees is we are trying to develop a month of employee recognition. This came out of Student Government Day. We had a lot of people a lot of department heads who were talking about it, who were very interested in it, and we are working towards that process. A memo will be going out to the department heads later on this week. I would like to see if one person in each of your departments will volunteer to sit on this committee. I'd like the employees' input on what type of activities we would do. Some of the things that were thrown out for some of the departments that are not here. Some of the things that were thrown out were Battle of the Badges softball game, Battle of the Badges baseball game, basketball, football, things like that. I would think to say go to football. I don't want anybody calling out to work the next day. So something like that where we can kind of compete, or not compete, where there's going to be a winner, but just an opportunity for all of the departments to kind of get out, have fun, spend some time with each other. I also want to open this up to any of our service providers. So, Mike, Jim, if you guys want to get out there and join us, that'd be great. And we're looking at to house a couple different
Three trustee move to report to departments, committees, and commissions. Move to item number A, fire department, police department, 911 commission, chief staff.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. I'll do the fire department report first. Over the past 2 weeks, the fire department responded to 25 calls. The fire department responded to 2 vehicle fires, 3 car accidents, 5 fire alarms, 1 gas leak, 9 assists to the ambulance company, 1 citizen assist for open or oven smoking, and 4 assists to other agencies. And this includes the fire department. Police department. Since the last board meeting on May 14th, the police department has taken 868 calls for service. This includes 18 burglaries, 33 domestic, 42 burglar alarms, 47 ambulance assists, 14 accidents, and 69 arrests. Among those arrests, the police conducted several undercover stings at the ABC Wireless store and the Wise Guys Bar located on Sauk Trail. 3 arrests were made at ABC Wireless for violation of the Counterfeit Trademark Act for selling fraudulent clothing and other items of value. 1 person was arrested at Wise Guys Bar for selling alcohol to a minor. Wise Guys Bar has been shut down by the police department by the order of the Liquor Commissioner. Also, ABC Wireless has been served and closed at 4:18 this afternoon. And we have a hearing on who said you. And that concludes the report.
Thank you, Chief. Move to public works department, Mr. Waller.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Couple items. Our third hydrant flush will start on June 4th. We ask all residents the next day, if you do have orange water or coloration in the water, run your cold side first. Do not run the hot. And if you happen to do that, you're probably going to have to flush your hot water tank before you try to run it all out of the tank. Second item, street sweeping. We'll start on June 10th through the 14th. We ask that you don't park in the streets during your garbage pickup. Ordinance states if you park, you can be ticketed. We also ask that you do not throw your garbage into the street for the sweeper. You help us and pick it up. Also, we've had some problems on Sauk Trail, several problems on Sauk Trail with some streetlights on the 1800 block. Roughly every time we get a power failure, we lose the contactor in there. We have a new one in there with the surge protector. We had a little problem this weekend with power, and it did not affect those lights. So the repair is permanent, so it should be okay. This only affects the lights from basically from Merrill all the way to 394, but they're all on the timer now. They were just on before. We had several complaints on south side over on Clyde in the 2100 block roughly of Clyde. There's a couple storm sewers over there. The road was coming apart, plus the storm sewers were sinking on the sides. That has been repaired. The road also has been repaired. Over the last couple weeks, we also had a storm about a month and a half ago that damaged the pavilion roof out in the back of the building here. That roof has been repaired completely, and hopefully this roof will last a lot longer. It's a heavier shingle. Storm sewers also with the rain. We do have, this is our season for seedlings on the trees. Most of the storm sewers that are being covered after the storms now are the seedlings. And what we've been finding out is a lot of grass debris. So we ask all residents, please do not cut your grass into the street. It is against village ordinance, and you can be ticketed. Pothole patching around town also is continuing. We do thank the residents for calling in and directing us to the worst ones. Continue to do that. Grass cutting continues ongoing. We'll continue as we get rain. We'll be behind, but we will definitely catch up if we get some dry weather here. Last couple items, our shut-off list is on the south side. In my opinion, the list is actually shrinking. We normally would have a couple hundred on that list, and we're under that by around 160, so we're getting smaller. And also, we had a few holiday setups. Over the weekend, we set up some flags on Friday for the holiday. And that concludes my report. One more item I have. We did have a little bit of windy weather about a week ago. And whenever we do have the wind, we do have some branches down in trees. We will pick up storm branches. So if you had a branch that came off a tree somewhere, you can put that out. But I ask you to call the hall so we can get a little bit of some addresses and what section of town might have been worse off. And that concludes.
Thank you, Kevin. Two things. I did notice the flags on Sauk Trail and Torrance. I appreciate it very much. And the second thing is when I was leaving the other night, I noticed the lights on the sign in front of the village hall. The backing of the Sauk Village Municipal Center, half of them are out. If you could have something like that, appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, move to administrative services. Lindsay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just appreciate it. I placed in all the trustees' boxes and the mayor's box a ticket count. Sue wrote from April 1st to May 24th. She wrote 318 tickets for various violations. From May 6th through May 24th, she wrote 186 grass tickets. We've really been focused on the grass because there's a lot of residents that are not cutting their grass, and that's been taking up quite a bit of time. The other 32 tickets were for parking on the street during garbage day and various violations for failure to maintain property. Also, the Old Southern Llewellyn received a permit last week for interior construction. Title Max will be opening up in there, and they also submitted a sign permit application. They didn't give me a specific date when they're going to open. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much. Move to Finance Director, Mr. Rowe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I'm going to email all the department heads as well as the Board of Trustees and Mayor the updated budget sheets for 2013 and 14 fiscal year by tomorrow, probably around noon or so. The next thing is we have balance in Illinois funds about $122,296. Sorry, $122,296. And first year bank, we have $32,462.26. And the balance in each department's donations after all the expenditures available balance is $54,819.72. I stated in the last meeting it was somewhere around $52,000. Right now, the actual figure is $54,819.72. And also we have a balance in Canadian national donations for park and recreation in the amount of $8,583.80. Unspent dollars from the last fiscal year. That is my report.
Thank you. Move to Emergency Services and Disaster Agency, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. From last 2 weeks, the has responded to 16 calls, 2 vehicle fires, 2 car accidents, 1 gas leak, 5 fire alarms, 4 school patrols, 1 assist a citizen for health and smoking, and 1 assist to other agencies. And also a reminder to everybody traveling, Thursday night is Rickover graduation, as the traffic will be heavy on Torrance Avenue from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're trying to get through this, the best idea would be to use that or be back and forth until everything's over with, because traffic will be heavy for that evening. And that concludes my report. So.
Thank you very much. Move to Human Relations Commission and Beautification Committee, Ms. Campbell-Pruitt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For Human Relations, we have dates for the movies in the park, and we just need to make certain that it's okay with your schedules. The first one is scheduled for July 19th, which is a Friday, and the second one in August is August 16th, and that's a Friday as well. We have another date for the Health and Resource Fair that's taking place in September, and that date is September the 28th. That fair will be held in conjunction with the sorority, Alpha sorority. So they're partnering with us for September 28th, and it will be at the community center. Lastly, for Human Relations, I know that no representative from Human Relations will possibly be at the budget meeting. Oh, maybe so. But anyway, we just still want to make another appeal that you find a way to give us some funds this year. We've operated without any and we could really appreciate some dollars. We're still hoping for that community handbook, but then also we have a youth group that we're responsible for through the Rigover School. So we definitely need some funds allocated to us, and we're asking your sincere dedication to finding funds to assist the human relations. And that concludes that report.
Thank you very much.
In terms of beautification committee, Friday was a very busy day. We started the day at the library, working with the library board as well as the school district. They had a pre-kindergarten program, and we gave 6 presentations to varying groups that came through. It was a wonderful event. Fathers brought their youngsters to the library. They read to them in one station, they planted in another, and the last one, which was my favorite, is they toured the community garden, and that was really quite exciting. Also on Friday, we decorated the memorial right outside, and those decorations have been removed today. In terms of Clean, Green, and Green, I need you all to remember that it is taking place June 1st, and we need as many volunteers as possible. We want to be as ambitious as we can. We are working with Bloom Trail High School, who will be bringing over a group of youngsters to assist us on that date as well. On June 15th, remember the community yard sale. Applications are out on the table and they have been sent out. And we have a formal letter from IDOT giving us permission to use that land on June 15th. I put the original in the village clerk's mailbox and a copy in the mayor's mailbox so that you would know that. In terms of Clean, Green, and Green, may I go back? Because we really would like to clean the atrium that day as well. So I'm not certain what we would need to do for access. But if we can't do it then the plans are to clean that area on Monday. The community garden still has 3 plots for anyone who's interested in having their own plot, as we talked about the other day. It's $25 for the entire year. We have plans to communicate with the new business that is occupying the old 7-Eleven site to find out exactly what their plans are for their landscaping and to make some recommendations for them. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Move to senior committee extension. I'll go back. Sorry. Go ahead, Randy, I'll go back.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Joliet area and South Suburban alumni chapter is going to provide refreshments at our free Zumba Gold fitness class this coming Saturday, June 1st from 1. The class will be from 1 to 2, and the doors open at 12:30. I believe this sorority is picking Sauk Village as a day to provide service. They're going to be providing healthy refreshment, protein bars, bottled water, and fruit will be served prior to the class. And this event is open to all seniors aged 50 and up, regardless of residency. There are flyers in the back with details. Commander John Dennis of the Sauk Village VFW expresses appreciation for all who purchased raffle tickets and the public who attended the Memorial Day service on Monday, May 27th at St. James Cemetery. Mayor David Hayes, Village Clerk Debbie Williams, trustees Derek Burgess, Jeff Morton, Don Poskin, and Rosie Williams, presents delighted Commander Dennis. Unfortunately, all 50-50 raffle tickets winners were employed at a firm in Tinley Park. None of them were village resident. Commander Dennis invites all new veterans members to join the Sauk Village VFW. He invites the public to attend the November 11th Veteran Day service. There are still plenty of openings at the three new senior organizations, the Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday group. All seniors 50 and up are invited. Their dues run from 10, 14, and 15 respectively. The leisure timers are having their mother-father dinner at Sheffield Restaurant in Dyer on Sunday, June 2nd at 2 p.m. The Sunshiners Monday mother-father cater dinner in the senior center from Glenwood Oaks has been rescheduled to Monday, June 17th instead of June 3rd at 5 p.m. The other groups are also looking for new participants. Those are the ones meeting in the center. Sauk Village Bluegrass every Sunday from 6 to 10. The event is free, no dues, and a free will offer is taken for the beverage and supplies. And the BMW Crossborough meets every third Tuesday at 7 p.m. Ceramics Group every Wednesday, 8 to 11 a.m. The Senior Committee's free Zumba class meets every first and third Saturday from 1 to 1:45. And the free computer class has been suspended until further notice. And we're going to redesign this and ask that interested individuals complete our future application with the type of experience and type of classes they desire. On Monday, June 3rd, from 1 to 2 p.m., our free monthly blood pressure screening, co-sponsored with plan, will be provided to all village resident and village employees in the senior center office. The monthly movie on Monday, June 10th is Robin Hood at 12:30. That's co-sponsored with McConaughey Library and held at the library. And blood pressure screening will precede the movie. Our paper back book exchange is still available at the senior center. It is going well. You can see flyers for detailed future scheduled dates. Just wanted to tell you that recently I attended the first Illinois Senior Medical Patrol Conference in Oak Park. It was a long day. I had to drive. It was an 86-mile round-trip ticket. It cost me $10 for parking, all at my expense. I also did a presentation on the Senior Medical Patrol presentation in Harvey. The Senior Committee meets every second Thursday at 5 p.m. at the Senior Center. Thank you. This ends my report.
Thank you. I need to digest or digress, sorry about that, to Housing Commission, Mr. Oakley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Board. Working with the Southborough Mayor's Management and Cook County Board of Commissioners, they submitted to me, and I will be giving this to Trustee Myers in regards to, they've enacted a vacant building ordinance that they'd like to see all the communities in Cook County come into compliance with. And I'll get back to you, Mr. Myers. They also will receive it next month, but they've come up with an ordinance. They have had a problem with trust and banks buying up properties and then turning them over real quick for quick profit. And they're passing an ordinance in Cook County that will make that illegal. If they buy the property, they have to bring it up to the village or county codes before they can resell it, which will help us on all the vacant properties. The last thing I have is you had asked myself and Sherry to work on properties that are potentially available for acquisition. I have stuff you requested for the lawyer, the 41 properties with all the information. And the only thing I want to add is effective June 1st, the Housing Commission will meet the second and fourth Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. here in Village Hall. That concludes my report.
Can I have those papers right now, right here? For the attorney? Can I have those? No. What we have here is I'm passing over to the village attorney our properties that are for illegal taxes. And we want to see if we're interested in getting any of these that no cash flow. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you both for a lot of work you put together there. I appreciate it. Item number 8, ordinance and resolutions, there are none. Item number 9, need a motion to approve the accounts payable and disbursements for May 15, 2013 through May 28, 2013. The motion to approve. Motion and a second. Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, the clerk please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Costa.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number D, motion to approve the NIMAC electric agreement for municipal buildings. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, the clerk please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number C, motion to approve excess charges to Unico Corporation for the codification of the municipal code book. The remainder will be paid in 2 payments, $3,500 immediately, with the remaining balance to be paid in December of 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
A motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number D, mayor appointments. Before we go to item number D, I'm going to ask that we suspend the rules and add item D13. It will be a motion to approve the intergovernmental committee. Do I have a motion to add this to the agenda?
Second.
Do I have a motion and a second? Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We'll move down to motion to appoint Housing Authority Commission. And again, we will call, everyone has to be sworn up at the end. Let's take all the motions and approvals first. So we're looking for motions to approve committees on bulk. Okay. For the Housing Commission, I'm asking that the board approves the following to be sworn in tonight as housing commissioners. Sharon Nowak, Hydrum, which is, I know her as Heidi Parker, Wanda Lamel, Ronnie Stark, and Larry Stewart. Is there a motion to approve? The motion is second. Yeah, motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. And we'll call everyone out and do all commissions together. Looking for a motion to appoint zoning board commissioners, and I have 2 tonight. I'd like to ask that Beth Zupan and Carrie Gorski be approved.
So carried.
And motion is there a second?
Second.
And motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to the appointment of Police and Fire Commission. I'm asking tonight. Two appointments to the Police and Fire Commission. The first one is Judy Cass. The second one is Ed Milton. Is there a motion to approve these?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. All right, so what we would do is all the commissioners, let's call the housing commissioners, if you would come forward, if you're here. And those are Sharon Nowak, Heidi, Wanda, Ronnie, and Larry. Please come forward.
Sauk Village in the county of Cook and Will-of-Forsyth, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Housing Commissioner according to the best of my ability. Thank you. Congratulations. That's it. Just give me more things.
Zoning Commissioners, if you're here tonight, let's do on a carry your seat.
Ex-clerk, she knows what she's got to say here. Elizabeth Zupan, having been appointed to the office of zoning board commissioner in the village of Sauk Village, in the county of Cook and Will-of-Forsyth, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of zoning board commissioner according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
All right, Police and Fire Commission, if Mr. Milton or Ms. Cass is here, please report.
I, Ms. Cass, having been appointed to the office of Police and Fire Commissioner in the village of Sauk Village, in the county of Cook and Will-of-Forsyth, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Police and Fire Commissioner according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
All right. Commissioners, let's move down to the next one is the motion to appoint the Police Pension Board. I'm asking that we appoint Jen Griegel, the treasurer, and Donald Clark. Is there a motion to approve? A motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Bill Short, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next motion is to appoint to the Fire Pension Board, Jen Greenville and Don Clark. A motion to approve. A motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Bill Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. All right, Mr. Greenville, Mr. Clark, thank you very much. They both meet at the same time. They're two different boards. So, we're all aware of what goes on. So, you've been there before. So, thank you very much. All right. Move to appointments of Parks and Recs Committee. I'm asking that the board approve trustees Jeff Morgan and John Hoskin to the Parks and Recs Committee. A motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, a motion to appoint Ordinance Review Committee. I'm asking that trustee Myers be appointed to that committee. Is there a motion to approve? Motion, is there a second?
Second.
A motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, please, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Economic Development Chair, asking that I be appointed to that chair. Is there a motion to approve? Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Public Relations Chair, I'm asking trustee Rosie Williams to be appointed to that chair. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Beautification Committee Chair, I'm asking Marva Campbell Pruitt to be appointed to that chair. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Neighborhood Watch Committee, I'm asking that trustee Linda Washington be appointed to that committee. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Yeah, motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Police Alliance Committee, I'm asking that trustee Rosie Williams be appointed to the Police Alliance Committee. Is there a motion? Motion and second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to appoint Intergovernmental Committee, I'm asking that trustee Derek Burgess be appointed to this committee. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, item number 10, approval of minutes. March 26, 2013, special committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to March 26, 2013, regular board meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to April 16, 2013, committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. April 23, 2013, regular board meeting, student government day. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
A motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to May 7, 2013, committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So.
Second.
Motion second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 11, approve and release executive session minutes for March 12, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion is there a second?
Second.
A motion is second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess. Burgess.
Yes.
Burgess.
I said yes.
Thank you. Gordon.
Abstain.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 12, miscellaneous comments from the Mayor and Board of Trustees. Mr. Trustee Williams? All right. Trustee Morgan.
I have a few. Kevin, there is a couple residents come to me over, I think it's on Carroll Lane. There's a park over there, and the grass is like knee high. Kids can't play over there. I went over there, and there's some equipment yesterday, there was a power outage. It was like 221st and Torrance Avenue. Lines came down. Actually, I was driving past when it actually happened, a big old blue spark. And I contacted the station house, and as they responded, the fire service responded, and Officer Mike Brown also responded. I am very well pleased how well all the agencies worked together. The ESDA agency came out immediately, secured the scene, everything was perfectly safe. Officer Brown immediately went into action and started directing traffic prior to the ESDA showing up. And once the fire service was on the scene, Mr. Myers was there, and he took control of the scene, and everything was ran very well. I was really, really pleased to see how well our departments work very well together.
Thank you, Trustee Vasquez. Trustee Washington?
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say, we will be having neighborhood watch committee every third Thursday at the fire station. And also, I just want to thank the committee members that's going to be working with me, Demona Cornelius, Charles Edwards, Carolyn Fry, Tete Ayubanye, Cynthia Keaton, and Sharon Davenport. I just want to remind everybody that we are taking people that want to come and be a part of the neighborhood watch, especially want to encourage residents to set up being a block captain on your block, is informing your neighbors to make sure they turn their lights on at night, and those kinds of different things we will be discussing at our first official meeting on the third Thursday of every month at the fire station. And that concludes my report. Thank you, Mayor.
Trustee Whitmore?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a comment, not a report, but that's okay. I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, anyone that would like to join the Intergovernmental Committee, please leave your call number or leave your contact information at the Village Hall. You can contact me directly. I'll give you my phone number, area code 708-927-0081. I want to get this up and running as soon as possible, especially when the kids are out of school, so we can find out what we can do as a village to enhance and to help these young adults. And again, this will be the 206 will be the high schoolers and the grammar school children in 168. And then also we're going to reach out to the library. This is going to be something that we're going to try to work together to try to bring this community back and also enlighten the people and let them know that we're here for them. That's something that we need to do as a community. Secondly, I would like to ask, I guess, Sherry and the mayor also. I've been on a quest for quite a while, and I'm sure it was something that I've talked about for a while. We need to do something about these signs on 394 that are right there by Sauk Trail. Those boards and those plywood signs. I don't know what we have to do, but that doesn't look good. I know, Mayor, now you're in charge of economic development, but I'm sure you're going to have the same problem I did. People making that left turn, coming over to the east side of 394. And first they can see the plywood signs being erected for people that are advertising. If those communities or those businesses have money to advertise, they can spend the money, or I'm sorry, if they're making money, they can spend the money to advertise. And 2x4s and plywood is not what we need to see right now in 2013. I don't know what we can do. I'll be willing to help or do whatever, but it has to come from the mayor to make that decision whether or not to take them down or something. But we need to do something with those signs, have them gone. I know I saw something that was about the U-Haul signs. I think they took care of that, but we need to have those signs not there. And then the next thing I'd like to do is we can kind of work on the used car lot. I mean, I know that it's been here since I've been here in the village, but they need to spruce that up too, because they are what people see when they first make that time. So those are two things, Mr. Mayor, that I just wanted to see if we can address those. But they have to come from you. I cannot go there and tell them to take it down or something, but I will back whatever decision, but we need to do something. Thank you.
All right, cover a couple of these things. The signs are important. We've reached out to the owner of the property, which is Alan Pfefferman, and he's given us a verbal that he didn't care if the signs came down or not. However, I'd rather have something in writing. At the same time, we'll look to code, if we write a nice letter to the businesses that have those out there, and ask them if they would be willing to remove those signs for the beautification of our community. The problem we have is that property is not within Sauk Village limits, that's in unincorporated Cook, so we have no jurisdiction, thank you, to go out there and just remove those signs, as much as I would like to, just take a chainsaw and just cut them down. Again, we're trying to take the right path. First of all, we contacted the property owner, now we'll contact the businesses and see if we can get an agreement. I would prefer myself to see something out there, maybe one sign that shows the businesses of Sauk Village, something that's very nice and appealing, something the beautification committee could go out there and plant flowers around. I think that would be better than those tripod signs that are currently out there. So we'll see where we can go from there.
Okay.
But we are working on that.
And then we can also, Mayor, there's what they call a directional sign, if you see it at Route 30, as you go to Route 30 or come from Route 30, you see the blue signs that are there, that they advertise on that. Maybe we can find out if we can get something there between 30 and Steger Road, have a blue sign there that will advertise their advertisement for the business that when they come to Sauk Village. There's also another one on the other side going south as you pass 30.
I've already done that. I talked to Jim Garrett from Southland Chamber, I can't remember the exact title, right there in Lansing.
Yeah.
I met with him twice, and last time I saw him, he assured me, he says he's still working on it for blue signage. In fact, he's already been down here. He has down all the major businesses, if you want to call them, you know, like your Popeyes is out there, your main businesses, you have Marathon gas station, things that you would see for food, lodging, and gas. And he went all the way down to where McDonald's is, so he has a list of businesses. So we are working on blue signs also, and I'm glad you did bring that up. The other thing too is playground grants. I received some information on emails, and we sent that off to see if there's any grants available for our community. There was, I think Jim looked at it a little bit also, what was about 4 or 5 different grants out there for playgrounds. We're gonna see if there's anything available for Sauk Village where we can, you know, repair some of our equipment, get new equipment. Hopefully we'll have something within the next 30 or 40 days knowing if there's anything available for Sauk Village. Is that fair to say? Okay. Consent agenda. I think we have a working board together, and I would like the board consider, if we have to talk about it at the next board meeting, adding the consent agenda back to the agenda. And again, as anything during a regular committee meeting, if you have something that you don't agree, we can move it, it can be voted on separate. For the new trustees, we'll get you some information, maybe there needs to give us something on the consent agenda. But more or less, rather than voting on every single thing individually, we would do a consent agenda and with one vote approve everything. Board can think about it. If we have to, we'll add to next week's committee agenda to talk about, to make sure everyone's on board with it. Lastly, I think a lot of committees were mentioned, but the Police Alliance Committee, I wanted to name the names, and a lot of them are here tonight. So, Police Alliance Committee will consist of Jeff Morton, Linda Todd, Frank Williams, Wanda Linnell, Pat Couch, Debbie Warren, and Kevin Freeman. And that would be chaired, we already talked about earlier, by Rosie Williams. If you're on the Alliance Committee, can you just stand up real quick so we can see? I know everyone's got sworn in. Thank you very much. With that, I'm asking for a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I just said something. Thank you very much. During my part right here, I'm asking that Judy Katz come forward. She has something she wants to present tonight. If I don't write it down, I'm in trouble.
Can I have the plan members that are here, please come up here? Also, all of the ESTA people, including Mr. Johnson, please come up here. And Mr. Strawberry, please come up here. we're all gonna be out there, on the plan group again, and we will be, taking donations and helping the Special Olympics. And that takes care of that. As far as civil defense, Mr. Johnson and his group, we noted that when there's an accident on the S curves or Sauk Trail or 394, wherever it may be, sometimes homes are put out, sometimes they're not. But we noted that people drive by very quickly and they disregard the cones, sometimes the people that are trying to stand there and do their job. So we investigated what we could do to help with the safety and well-being of a department that is always there, but they're not really mentioned. So the plan group had extra money, and we purchased lights that fit in the cones, so that when you're on the S curve or wherever you are, they flash, and hopefully a driver can see them and slow down and ensure you're safer than everybody else's. So we would like to present, we purchased 12 of the red and 12 of the amber lights, and we would like to present them to you.
Thank you very much. And I think the lights are a lot better than a mat of nails. So thank you very much for being safe. Good. All right. That, I think I have everything now. We need a motion to adjourn. Motion. I got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion adjourned. Thank you very much.